Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming in on a landing within the Heights. We are wrapping it up. We have one final song called The Finale. Technically two songs because there's Home All Summer, which seems to be like a bonus track because I don't know why you'd have anything after the finale. That being said, I'm looking forward to seeing what we got. I've really enjoyed this. It's a lot of fun. I highly think I'm just having this idea now, and it's a little last minute, but my mom would love this. It wouldn't work out probably in the studio, but it would. My mom would love this show, just because with her Latin heritage. She's from El Salvador, so born there and then moved to America, and my family, her side of the family is very Latin. She's very like the whole Latina. So when I first started breaking this down, she watches my channel. So shout out to my mom. You rock, love you. She was like, "Oh, thank you so much for introducing me to that Latin musical. I really like it." And I was like, "Yeah, it's actually really cool." So it has been a very fun journey. And if you would like to continue the journey just a little bit more, we're gonna be watching the movie together. I'll be posting this today, which is Friday the 2nd. We're watching it on Patreon, Saturday the 3rd, on Patreon. So if you want to watch it with me, consider joining. Both international and regular. There'll be options. It will be available after the live stream on Patreon if you can't make the live stream for whatever reason, time zones or work or whatever the case is. So don't stress. And I hope once you sign up for the Patreon, you consider sticking around for just more than that month. There's a whole lot of stuff, and I'm working hard to build it up and make it actually worth people's while. So consider signing up. This is Finale. Get a little vinyl crackle in the intro. This album is notoriously, what's the word I'm looking for? Known for, at least in my world, the constant dynamic changes. So I'm like, oh, it's so quiet, but I'm not afraid to raise volume because I know these huge horn hits are going to come in and just blow everything up. Really nice sounding. It's interesting to see the comparisons in music because this almost has that Italian style vibe to it. Like, close your eyes for a second, listen to it, and it almost sounds like it could be almost like an opening scene of The Godfather. A lot of similar instruments. And technically, I guess they're considered world instruments, right? Because a lot of these instruments, though, kind of Godfather-y. The walk up. That's cool. Come
Lights
on.
up on Washington Heights,
Come
and now
on.
the crack of dawn. I pack as life goes on and on and on. Time to go, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, come on. That shop right there, sampling, repeating that. Para siempre.
Pack as life
Means for always.
goes on and on and on. Time to go, but I'm doing the math. On this cash money to have Sonny stay on his path. Abuela
Come
really
on.
wanted me up on the beach with margaritas in my reach, and soon that's how it's gonna be. And look at me, leaving today on the 747 boarding JFK.
The hydrants are open, cool breezes blow. The hydrants are open, cool breezes blow.
One of the most unique things about this genre of music is the panning of vocals. Like, you don't really hear that even in conversations, and I'm curious why, particularly if it's one artist featuring another artist and they're kind of having a dialogue between each other. I'm surprised actually we don't hear more panning left and right. I mean, part of the reason would probably be because the vocals are right in the center. You want to be the center of the core of the song. But it is interesting. Like, it would add a little bit more of conversational dynamic if you do pan it like you do in these.
Cool breezes
I'm telling you, now it's starting to get
There's a
loud.
breeze off the Hudson. Just when you think you're sick of living here, the memory floods in. The morning light off the fire escapes. The nights at Bennett Park blasting big pun tapes. I'ma miss this place, to tell you the truth. Kevin,
It's amazing how you can still feel the movement going on, even with just the piano and his vocals. I mean, his vocals are super rhythmic. That kind of adds to it, though.
wisdom from his dispatch booth in the dawn. Vanessa at the salon. We gotta move on. Who's gonna notice we're gone when our job's done? As the evening winds down to a crossing, can I ease my mind when
Wow,
we're
his
all done?
singing voice kind of reminds me of Chance the Rapper, if you're familiar with
As
him.
the evening winds down to a crossing, can I ease my mind when we're all done? When we resigned in the long run, what do we leave behind? Most of all, I miss Abuela's whispers, doing the
Piano
lotto
sounds
pick
unbelievably
six
good.
every Christmas. In 5 years, when this whole city's rich folks and hipsters, who's gonna miss this raggedy little business?
Hey, you.
Hey,
Do you have 2 minutes? You said you wanted to see
Really
the world with my
ambient, kind of
hands,
like
right?
just really developing the sound.
yeah.
Come with me.
He hates it.
He's forming an artistic opinion.
You did this last night.
Yeah.
There goes my flight. What? Graffiti Pete, you're gonna need some new cans. Here's some money, finish up, there's been a slight change of plans. Nice. Listen up, guys, you got a job, I'm not playing. You gotta go now, tell the whole block I'm staying. Now go ahead, tell everyone.
Classic movie. You know, movies are extended versions of songs, or songs are condensed versions of movies, where it's like intro, rising tension, conflict, resolution. You know, it's like it's funny.
Everyone we know, Sonny. Alright, go. Yeah, I'm a street light chilling in the heat. I illuminate the stories
Nice
of the
syncopated
people
guitar.
in the street. Some have happy endings, some are bittersweet. But I know them all, and that's what makes my life complete. And if not me, who keeps our legacy? Who's gonna keep the coffee sweet with secret recipes? I rest in peace, you live in my memory. But Sonny's gotta eat, this corner is my destiny. Brings out the best in me, we pass the test and we keep pressing. And yes indeed, you know I never leave. If you close your eyes, that hydrant is a beach. That siren is a breeze, that fire escapes a leaf on a palm tree. Abuela, I'm sorry, but I ain't going back because I'm telling your story. And I can say goodbye to you smiling. I found my island.
Yeah,
I've
come
been
on.
it this whole time. I'm home.
Bass crushing.
It's a wonderful life without known. Merry Christmas, your whole building alone. I'm home. Abuela, that ain't a stoop, that's your throne. Long after your birds have all flown, I'm home. With the coffee's non-stop.
Here's a classic ending to a musical style, like I'm home. Sorry, I slid up to that. Home, home, home. How they end, like it's just this classic style.
When I drop this hip hop in my mom and pop shop, I'm home. But people come, people go. Let me show all of these people what I know. There's no place like home.
Oh.
And let me set the record straight. I'm
Trick
stepping
ya.
to Vanessa. I'm getting a second date. I'm home. Where it's 100 in the shade, but with patience and faith, we remain unafraid. I'm home. You hear that
I
music?
like the staccato, the really driving, really punching, and bump, 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 bump.
In the air, take the train to the top of the world. I'm there. I'm home.
There it is. That's cool, man. I'm curious what that last song's gonna be though, because there's like that. How do you go? Where do you go from there? I guess sometimes in movies they have that huge finale, and then they kind of like there's one little thing left. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Mad fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie. I mean, I saw the first 8 minutes, which if you want, it's on Patreon. It's also on here. I posted on Patreon like a week or two before I posted on YouTube. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I saw how crazy good the music and the just everything matched up with the video. It's gonna be a blast. So hope to see you there. I'll see you in the next video. God bless and peace.